After we've had that eggplant, I'm imagining it, of course.
Okay.
This is great dessert because I
It is.
love dates.
So do I. And you know, it shows here, it says here that
does it say?
the research says that eating dates reduces cholesterol. So
the
it's
bad
good
cholesterol.
for you. Yeah, so it's really good for you. And one other thing about dates, we always consider them dried fruit, and they're always sold as part of dried fruit. So these are not dried. That's the way they shrivel.
That's the kind I like.
That's
best.
the way they are on the tree. And these are the Rolls Royce of
The Rolls
the
Royce,
dates. Yeah,
which
the
is-
majhul.
They're different sizes.
It's different. It's same kind, but different. Okay, this juicy one. This more small. Have you see this?
Yeah.
So זה של פטריות.
פטריות?
של פטריות. פחות בשר נכנס בפרי עצמו.
אז הוא יותר עסיסי, יותר קדמחי. Which one is the best? This one is the best? Okay, we should try one. אפשר לטעום את הלך?
That is the best date I've ever had.
Is it?
This is phenomenal.
Okay, and this is something, this is also a date. It's considered, we call it like damp dates because they are, how do I say, fresh dates. Because they are picked where there's still quite a lot of water in them and then they're refrigerated. Actually, this is not the date season. Date season is in September. This is the end, the remnants of the last harvest. And dates are actually very, very important in Israeli, I would even say history. Do you know
Well,
the
you have the
expression?
good part with this one.
Right. First, I have them on my cover. I have a
Right,
date
that's
tree on
right.
my cover. And do you know the expression, the land of dates and honey?
honey, right.
You know what is the honey in the milk and honey? This. Then I have an open one, but you can see,
Is it made from bees, honey?
no, this is made from dates, date molasses.
So honey was made from dates.
Wild bee honey was very rare in biblical history. Most of honey was date honey, which we call today silan, and it was preserved in Iraqi, in Babylonian cuisine up to this very date. And let's say 10, 15 years ago, only Iraqi Jews in Israel used silan, and they would make it themselves. Today it's made by everyone. This is commercially made, but it's really good. And actually honey producers in Israel, bee honey producers have a really stiff competition from silan. Because silan is cheaper to produce, has less sugar, is completely natural just like honey, and it's great food. And it's great for cooking because it's less sweet and has this caramel flavor. And it's wonderful, and it's biblical. So another thing to bring back from Israel to tell the story, that's a conversation piece.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll buy some.
I have many kinds.
So
What
many
is the
kinds?
difference?
This the regular, okay? And this for kind. This I think this for salad, okay? This for salad. This for
We want one without any additives, without any flavoring, and without added sugar, which is very
100% dates. Okay.
no sugar added. That's what you should look for.
And how much?
This 20. Check
20.
it.
Okay. So you always buy natural products.
I try to. I make a point of not buying any processed foods. Anything that, to quote Michael Pollan, has more than 5 ingredients.
I see. So you read your labels.
I try to, yes. But
Okay.
in Israel, it's pretty easy to eat well because we have all these fruit and vegetables and cheese all year round. So you don't have to pay necessarily a lot of money to eat well.
I can't eat anything, it's also Shabbat, but I have to eat everything with challah. Otherwise I'm deprived.
It's not Shabbat. You don't feel Jewish. So I have a fabulous place just for that. Let's go there. I'm
Okay,
sure to you.
okay. They have these little challahs, which I think my wife would love if I would just have little challahs, because I tend to buy a challah and eat it all.
Before even the
No,
dinner
no.
starts.
I actually wait till dinner. But I'm not very good at sharing.
Okay. This
I
is
mean, after you
interesting.
pass it out
in Israel,
originally.
you learn it very quickly. Everything, we all share our food.
No, we share
There are
it.
little plates, and everybody eats
Yeah.
from everybody else's plate. Well, this is not just a challah. This is challah with yichus, with history. It's from, as you can see, the packaging. It's from Bnei Brak, the ultra-Orthodox Jewish town near Tel Aviv. And you know, I think Bnei Brak and also Mesharim in Jerusalem are like the time capsules of Jewish food, Jewish Ashkenazi food. And this is actually, it's called Vishnitz Bakery, after a very important, you know, Hasidic court,
Right.
Vishnitz Hasidic court. And they're famous for their challah. And I think it's really cute that they brought them to this very yuppie Tel Aviv farmers market.
So
because-
they're out of sync with whatever.
well, they aren't, because buying a challah, because you know what? Even for non-observant Jews, and most of us in Tel Aviv are not really, you know, very religious, very observant, Friday night dinner is mandatory and important institution, and we all have challah, and many of us light candles on Shabbat. I think it's a little bit like in Canada. It's a very
that's right.
sort of family Jewish thing to do, and to have really good challah for that, I think it's a perfect match. I think it was very clever of the people who created this market to bring them in. And actually, I would say a couple of words about this market, because I didn't have time to actually tell you what it is about. It was created by two young ladies, two food journalists. It's affiliated with Slow Food Movement. And they started it a couple of years ago. It was like a dream of theirs to have this market where everybody will come and there will be all these small producers. And you see how it works. It's open twice a week. And today they actually have 5 or 6 markets. They have one in Jerusalem, in Ra'anana, and Caesarea, and Herzliya. And right here you can see on the other side there is a building under construction. They're going to have like a closed market, a market with a roof, like a Boqueria in Barcelona or Chelsea Market in New York. It will work all day, and they will run it actually. There will be restaurants and butcheries. So this is the beginning of something new and very exciting for us in terms of food scene.
Well, the food is great.
And food is great. And food is amazing.
We should go sit down and have a bite to
Yes,
eat.
I think we're ready to have a cup of coffee.
that's
I'm
right.
ready.
Okay. Thank you. Well, what a lot of cheese.
Yes, it is. Remember, I was telling you how everything changed in Israel over the last 20 years, and we graduated into being this wonderful gastronomic haven. This is actually one of the 3 first boutique dairy farms in Israel called Barkanit. They're from Jezreel Valley, and they started their business in early 80s, and they're still very successful. Most of their cheese is goat cheese, because this is, you know, the typical cheese for typical milk for this area, goat and sheep, not cow milk.
In the
And
Jezreel Valley.
Jezreel Valley, Barkanit, and from the little village called Kfar Yecheskel. And I think
I didn't hear, what's the village?
the village is called Kfar Yecheskel. It's
Kfar-
right in
Kfar
the
Yecheskel,
Jezreel Valley.
okay.
And the story is that they used just to have sheep and grow, you know, sheep and sell their milk to bigger producers. And one day there was a volunteer on their farm from France that said, why don't you make your cheese yourself? You have such beautiful milk. So they went to France, Michal and Avinoam, the founders, on a goat cheese farm tour, fell in love with cheese making and started their own business, and it was over 30 years ago, I think, already. Let's taste some cheese. So,
You have to tell me what I'm tasting now.
okay, this is one of my favorites. It's made in the style of Saint Moor. It's goat cheese, and it's great for cooking as well as for eating. This is definitely something I'm getting.
Very creamy.
Very creamy. This is also goat. This is called Corsica. It's like Corsican cheese.
Corsican?
Yeah. And it's what else should we try? Which is like the most famous one?
אני מציעה, you want to speak English? My suggestion is to start from the most soft cheese.
Oh, I love
Delicate.
sausage.
Delicate, yeah.
Yeah, because the
So what is
you
the
get
most
used to the
delicate?
taste, and then you don't taste the
Strong ones.
yeah.
So what
Okay,
is the
which
most-
is the mild one?
this one, only COSTCO, Marcelan, Tivonit, it's normal cheese, just our cheese. And then he goes to the tough. It's like, this is very, very strong. This one is very strong, so
Let me
start
try
from
some
here.
of
Tivonit is like their basic goat cheese, simple basic goat cheese. Also very good.
Very good, but I like the Corsican.
Corsican is spectacular. This is manchego. You know manchego,
Oh, manchego.
the Spanish.
Yeah, this is.
This is the
My wife lived in Spain for 6 years, and manchego cheese is everywhere she wants manchego cheese.
You know what characterizes most boutique dairy farms in Israel? They all make large varieties of food kinds. For example, in France, or Italy, traditional cheese farms usually make one or two typical cheese of the area. Here they make whole variety, and it's usually fashioned after some style of famous cheese in the world, like manchego and Saint-Maur, and there is something in the style of probably Pyrenean Tom cheese, but there are Israeli versions, and because the milk is different, because the bacteria is different, the flavor is always different and always unique
To the
each
area.
one. By the way, Barkanit is kosher, right?
Yeah.
And they also carry some of their products in supermarkets, but here you have like the whole range.
Okay,
of
let's
great cheese.
taste one strong cheese.
Okay.
You should try.
Which one?
You should start with this one. This is California.
California cheese.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like softer. And then afterwards you can try
What's your favorite? This shachat. Shachat is very famous.
this one.
Shachat is beautiful for salads, for like beet salad with arugula, and shachat cheese is spectacular. It's a great cheese for cooking. I love cheese. Just crazy about cheese.
What's the name again?
Shachat.
Shachat is hay.
I see.
Thank you. Wow. I think we should have a bit of fresh pineapple to go with the cheese. I'm
cheese?
sure their neighbors will oblige.
Can we borrow some pineapple?
Yeah, fresh pineapple.
Can I have some
Wait
pineapple?
to gedeeld aan.
Watermelon.
Watermelon is even better, and some pineapple. Thank you. They're so nice to each other here.
Tודה רבה.
This for me is happiness, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I saw a Judean place. What do they sell?
Well, let's go and find out.
Okay.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you as well.
Okay, tell me what all this is. This looks
Okay, you wanted
like
some
a-
Jewish food, so here we are. These lovely people are from Daliat El Carmel. It's a village in the Carmel Mountains, and they travel around Israel making typical Druze food. So what we have is a Druze pita, this very, very thin and delicious pita, which
Do
you
we
can...
make a pizza?
No, the pita, not a
Pita,
pita.
okay.
A pita, they make it and bake it at home. You can actually start baking it here. But what they do, like they do for this lady, is to spread it with labane,
Yeah.
like this, and maybe add something else. Could be hummus, chickpeas, eggplants, some fresh herbs.
And these are, I recognize.
This is kube, but they wouldn't put it in a...
No, I didn't put that.
No. But the egg goes nicely. This is something that could work. And some olive oil. And then it's just a snack, which you can take with you. So you can choose your, and this is za'atar. This is the very famous local, she wants everything on her pita.
I see.
You also want everything on your pita?
Well, that's I'll eat half of hers. She doesn't mind sharing it. I'm sorry. Everybody shares in Israel,
Oh
right?
yes, everybody shares. We're such,
You don't mind sharing your pizza? Okay. Well, I think can we get one of these, and then I think we'll go and do your flowers.
Okay, I have to get some flowers. אנחנו רוצים לטעום קובה אחד. מה יש בקובה? This is kuba with meat. You didn't have any meat yet. You need some proteins.
Yes, I'm not like you, vegetables all the time.
Yeah, I love vegetables.
What?
כמה זה בבקשה? 5 shekels.
תודה רבה.
תודה רבה, שבת שלום, ביי ביי.